How's it going? How's it going? Back at it again, and we are at the All-Star game in the Home Run Derby. And let's see what we're looking at here. Valero is 331 this year. He's leading the league in batting average. 430 on base percentage so far. And they got Jake McCarthy also off to a tear in Chicago. And of course, maybe the MVP frontrunner here with Francisco Alvarez. 36 home runs for Alvarez so far. Justin Foscue is leading the league in hits right now. That is intriguing. Andrew Vaughn is second in home runs for Boston. He has 34 home runs so far. 600 slug percentage right now for him as well. And it looks like Jordan Walker is in the home run derby. So why not? Going to Nationals Park. And Jordan Walker is in the home run derby. I did not expect this at all. He will be the 4 seed, and he will be going against Spencer Torkelson in the first round. Got Joe Adell breaking out with 26 home runs so far. Wow. He has turned it up another notch. But let's get this going. We're in the home run derby. This is the first time someone has made it. And I'm kind of surprised it's Walker, but might as well enjoy it. You got Yordan Alvarez in there with Vaughn, and it's a pretty good bracket. It's going to be hard for Walker to win, but I think you might as well just enjoy it.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will
you
battle
just
head-to-head
it.
in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits
face
2 home runs,
Torkelson
440 feet or
face
further,
the potential
they will
winner of
earn an
Alvarez and
additional 30
Jake
seconds
Berger,
of bonus
which will
time.
be
Whoever hits the
just as
most
tough.
home runs will advance to the next round until one hitter is crowned champion. If there is a tie at the end of any round, the 2 contestants will enter a 60-second swing-off. If there is still a tie, the hitters will enter a 3-swing sudden death swing-off until one hitter advances.
And yeah, that's
Now
pretty
that
much
the
the
rules are
rules
clear,
set for us.
it's
And
time
Jake
for
Berger
the
will
Home Run Derby.
get to start
Up
this
first
off.
in this head-to-head matchup, representing the San Francisco Giants, Jake Berger.
We're going to simulate up to our chance. Spencer Torkelson hit 16 home runs, and it's on Walker to match him. 243 career home runs for Jordan Walker, and he's off to a stellar start
Number 18,
in his second year as a Kansas City Royal. Not a good start to the competition, though. And Walker takes it to center field, and that one goes. Walker taking it to right field will carry. It does not. Yeah, I'm going to have to get used to this very slow-paced Gotta let the ball come in, and there we go. Walker taking it to right field and over the wall.
Home run.
That one might not get out of there. It is carrying though, and it does go.
Home run.
And Walker got all of that one. That's going deep center field into the cutout. 462.
3 minutes to go.
One might carry enough. And it will.
Number 4 Malone.
On the ground, and that's not going to be enough. This one should go. And it does not. It dies on the track. Swing and a miss now. Walker falling behind. Needs to get back on track soon. I want to get another homer before the timeout. That should go. Oh, it dies before the wall. This should go. And it will.
That's a home run.
That will help him get some bonus time, and the timeout will be coming after this. And it does not go over the wall. He calls time. 6 home runs.
There's number 7.
Walker's gonna have to start getting on fire, so because he's starting to fall behind the 8 ball here, and hopefully this one will go too. And it won't. And this one should. This will be number 9.
Oh, that's a monster home run.
I think I'm hitting it a bit too early or late. That's why these are not carrying the way they could. Obviously, when Walker gets a hold of one, he just smacks it 400 something feet, but
just 1 minute remaining.
not really getting the best swings on it. That's why they keep it.
Is gone.
They don't carry as far. This one is gone. Smoked that one. Second deck, 450. Now Walker's starting to cool off. Only 4 behind Torque. You got to get at least 1 or 2 more before the extra time.
30 seconds left.
This should go. And it does.
Out of here. He's 13th home run.
This one is not going to go. This one might not go either. Not enough carry. That one should go. He got all barrel on that one. I have time for one more.
His 14th home run.
And he does, and he makes it count by hitting number 15 for the bonus time. 450. And he is feeling it now. This one should go. And does. 430.
3 in a row.
And he just needs one more to win. Not going to get it on that swing. And this one doesn't seem like it's going to kill. And it's coming down to his final swing. And he fouled it away, so him and Torkelson are going to go into a little swing off for 60-second swing off. Here's Torkelson. And he's off to a good start already. He just annihilates that one. 460 feet. And another one pulled down the left field line and gone. He does show he's human here, but this one might carry over the wall as well, and it will.
That's 3 in a row now.
He's just got insane
30
power.
seconds left.
And this one's going to carry too. He doesn't even want to be hitting these home runs. They are just going. This one is not going to go. What a good start. 4 straight. It's going to be hard to beat. This is number 5. And it didn't go over the wall. Wow. And pulling it, and will it make it? No, he gets 4. He annihilates the first one, 464 feet.
Now hitting in the tiebreaker.
And Walker takes it to center field on his first swing.
Jordan.
And good night.
Walker.
Fans here at National Park are cheering for Walker, and Walker I try to put on a show.
His second home run. Seconds left.
He's 1 home run away from tying again.
Home run.
This one has a chance. He just missed it. This one should be gone though, and now he's tied Torkelson. With time to pass.
Home run.
Bad pitch though. And that'll do it. A swing off is near. Walker and Torkelson just, this has become the whole competition so far. And Torkelson with his first swing, it is high in the air. And it does not go. He gets all of this one, and this should be gone. It's going 450 feet at least, 456. And his final swing, he fouled it. So Walker, 2 would win it.
That will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. And he will have to wait to see if that holds up. Up to the plate, the challenger, number 18. Jordan
and Walker, it's gone, and he tied it. Walker deep center field, will it go? Walker goes to the second round. A wall scraper, and then a deep center shot. And Walker beats Torkelson in the first round. And it is up to the top 4 seeds. Alvarez against Walker and the Alvarez against Vaughn. All but 1 player was a former Royal. And Walker will get to go first.
In this semifinal matchup, Jordan Walker.
Walker's going to have to be good if he wants to beat Alvarez. It's not a good start, and Francisco Alvarez is a very good home run hitter. And Walker just not getting anything to go right now. And Walker, yet again, he's just falling apart here in the semifinal.
3 minutes to go.
I don't know if this one's even gonna go. does, though.
First home run.
Walker wasted a minute and 20 seconds without hitting a home run. Have to wonder if he can even manage to hold Alvarez off at that point.
A hat trick. 3 in a row. 4 in a row now.
This one should go.
2 minutes
Walker
remaining.
with 5 home runs is going to use his timeout.
His 5th in the round.
Walker fouled it. Too antsy. I'm swinging too early on, and that's what's led Walker only having 6 so far.
His 6th home run.
At this point, I think the computer would have did better than me. Absolutely annihilates this. This should be bonus time. Wow, he hit a 470 that time.
30 seconds of bonus
And
time.
he might have hit this one even farther. 461, but it might have went even more if that wall wasn't there. Just not his round.
Just 1 minute remaining.
That one should go by the sound of it. When it makes that sound off the bat, you know that you got superb contact. He will get to the double digits. 482.
Way out to the concourse. 30
At least
seconds
Walker
left.
might have hit the farthest home run today. That's something he can hang his hat on.
That's
460.
now.
And Walker again. This will be number 12. One more chance, maybe.
Monster home run.
And he took it down the line and hooked it. I don't think Walker has done enough to beat Alvarez, though. Alvarez is gonna probably be ready to do a lot. This one will luckily go, I believe. Oh, it died at the wall. And this is his last attempt, and will he get one in bonus time? He does not. Walker with a miserable round,
He ends the round
but he
with a
did
total
hit
of
one
12
482 feet.
And he'll have to hope
That's
that's
the one thing
enough
he
to
can take
advance.
away.
Now hitting the challenger in this semifinal matchup, Francisco.
That's Francisco Alvarez trying to make it to the finals. He's only got to beat 12, and he's got plenty of time.
Gone. That's his first home run.
Seems like players like Francisco Alvarez were built for competitions like the Home Run Derby. I really hope Alvarez lives up to his potential in real life, because the Mets would be a fun team when you got Lindor, Alvarez, Juan, and Mark Vientos. It's just, it would be cool for the Mets to be that kind of team. I mean, the Mets offense could be really potent next year if they can get good years out of McNeil and out of man, the name's slipping on me now. That one went right back to the pitcher. Never seen that in a home run derby. Brandon Nimmo. They get a big year after Brandon Nimmo. Wow, and he crushed that one.
It's gone. He's earned additional bonus time.
That helps him get bonus time, and this one is going to be number 6.
Hat-trick. 3 in a row.
And that ends his streak. But halfway to Walker, and this is number 7.
There's number 7.
And this should be number 8.
2
Let's
minutes
get in all of
remaining.
these.
Another home run.
This might be number 9. I don't think it's going to carry though. It does not. This should be number 10. And it died again. Wow. It sounds good coming off the bat, but just not going his way. And this one also dying on the track. This is a high flyer. This one does have a chance. And it dies in front of the wall again. It might just be this park. It might just be how the park is. Nationals Park. That one goes, number 9, and he's got a minute. And this should be number 10. He's taking advantage of the dimensions of this park, and he's taking it down the left field line. This one opposite field, no. That one foul. Yeah, left field is definitely a right-handed park, it seems. I mean, Bryce Harper was still good, but he can go opposite field. And wow, that one's got to be gone. That's number 11 with a minute to go, and this is going to tie it. Alvarez has all but won the competition at this point. He swings and misses, but he's got bonus. And this should do it. Alvarez is going to advance to the finals and knock out Jordan Walker.
And that ends the round. He finishes with 13.
And Jordan Alvarez defeats Francisco Alvarez in the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your home run
Former
derby
Royal
champion, Jordan
takes home
Alvarez.
another home run derby. And Jordan's a good player, man. I'll say that. I miss having him on the team. He just didn't want to stay. I was playing around with Alvarez, trying to do 1-year rentals, and he took a monster deal. He's down to a 93, but obviously 31 home runs, 466 in his career, and almost to 2,000 hits. He's got a 400 on base though. We totally miss him. He was an awesome player, and still is. And Walker makes the All-Star game along with Bobby Witt's here. Didn't know Witt even made it, but Witt's playing third. Interesting. Wow, 3 shortstops in the starting lineup with Anthony Volpe. And is that okay? McConaughey is on the other team. I think we'll get some swings in with Cold Keith. Why not? Going against McConaughey. Probably gonna strike out to him, but it's worth an opportunity.
Big guy. Leading off for the American League, the second baseman.
It's 1-1.
Keith.
Cold Keith up to hit in the second inning. He is the leadoff hitter. Going up against McConaughey, who's still a 96. And maybe his best year in Cincinnati so far.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
This one on the ground, and he will squeak it through for a base hit.
Batting six. From the New York Yankees. Now batting. The second baseman. Cole.
It's 4-2. Alvarez has been the American League's only offense. Now it's Joe Ryan, the Brewer pitcher.
Nope.
In the game to pitch. The former Twin. And Cold Keith a little bit early on it. And a diving catch in the outfield by Corbin Carroll. Are you kidding me? Only in the All-Star game, I guess.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
Dude, Francisco Alvarez has hit 3 home runs. Wow.
Hey.
He is literally trying to carry the American League right now. And Chris Paddock, the devil himself, is pitching well. And I struck out. I hate Chris Paddock. I hate facing him.
Leading off for the National
Johan
League.
Duran in the game,
third
and Royce Lewis. And Keith trying to make a great play himself. And he will. Let's get the first out.
Now batting, second pinch hitting for the American League.
Cold Keith was pinch hit, but he did get a base hit. And he could have had a chance at a home run if he would have hit the swerve off of Ryan. But the National League wins, and Nathaniel Lowe wins the MVP. And it's the first day we can sign draft picks. And Mark Taguchi is injured. This is not good. I'm stunned that he's hurt. Berto Ramirez declines as well. Nobody agreeing to the terms. You get Mike Burke at least. I mean, that's cool. Like we're gonna try to get Monte's thing up at least, but I'm kind of worried now that I see that guy's injured. I mean, there was a possibility he was gonna be injured, and it's the worst case scenario. Hopefully, it doesn't affect his potential. It's definitely concerning. I'm speechless. And here's the Cleveland Guardians. They're starting a Rule 5 catcher and Vladimir Ortiz, who is hitting 300 and is a front runner for Rookie of the Year. And it is already 2-0. Stevenson will throw the runner out to end the first.
Leading off for Kansas City.
It's 3-0 now. And Barack Nobles is the pitcher. Big curveball. Gets a piece of that one. 2 good swings, but not the result he wanted.
Hey, one down now, one down. He's going.
And he will not get the runner. And still 3-1. Nobles. 37 pitches in the 5th inning. Unacceptable.
0-1's the count.
Tyler Stevenson was picked 16 years ago. And he chops it to third. The throw will get him out.
The left fielder, number 32, Gavin
De Los Santos making the plays, and Nobles still pitching in the 7th.
Stevenson.
And he chops it down to short. I don't think you really can even fault Stevenson. He's doing pretty much all he can do. He's just not getting the result. And the Guardians get the win. And Nobles gets the win. Not a terrible game for Miguel Lopez. He kind of bounced back after the first 2 innings. Kind of settled down and Started to get in the groove. And we lose 2 straight coming out of the All-Star break. Taguchi again declining. And we do get Gilberto Ramirez to sign. We do get Diego Castilla to sign now. That game, Gavin Williams took another loss for us. And what did Williams do? He gave up 6 earned runs. Just unacceptable by a pitcher that's supposed to be your ace. It's just disappointing with how we played so far. Daniel Espinal is the pitcher today, and we will send the rookie Juan Castro, who has dipped now to 255 with his batting average. Just not a major contributor like we'd imagine he would be, but it's still early in Castro's career where I don't think you give up on his skill set. I think you just wait until it starts playing at the level that you would imagine. The Guardians have only given up 6 runs in this series, and Castro leading off against Espinal, trying to change fortune.
Yep, that ball went out.
Nice pitch on the outside, but he will not chase.
First pitch, 105.
And Castro makes a rookie mistake and goes after that one. And it's 2-0 in Cleveland. Espinal has given us not one pitch to hit yet, and we've swung at 2 of them.
One ball, one strike.
And again, Espinal has not hit the zone, and we swing.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Espinal has not thrown a single strike in the first 2 at-bats. And we swing again, and we're just hurting ourselves at this point. Manuel Montoya pitching, trying to bounce back from an early hiccup. Castro making the catch. And Noel's gonna squeak it through for a base hit.
Now batting.
It's 4-0 Cleveland as Ferreira hitting a 2-run home run. And Espino
0-1's the count. Aye.
just taking care of the rookie so far.
Ball. Aye.
And a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Castro. It's 5-3 as Keith and Walker and Garcia all bring in a run. Castro makes the play. He's got to find his bat though. Ryan Rocchio up to hit now. And Rocchio gets a base hit. And he's going to try to run on Castro, and a big mistake, ending the 6th inning. It's John McMillan in the pitch.
Now pitching for the Guardians. Number 58, John McMillan.
Castro just getting the rookie treatment.
That's a ball.
Now that I think about it, this is the former Royal pitcher, John McMillan, all the way back from the original team. Thought he was familiar. And he strikes out our rookie again, the 3rd straight strikeout for him.
The right fielder, number 48.
But Castro is up, and he's 0 for 12 in the series. I just noticed that. He has not had a good trip to Cleveland.
Nope. Outside.
Probably wants to be on the first plane out of this town.
Aye.
And again, chasing a pitch that he just has no business chasing.
Aye.
And just a bit early on the
1
change.
ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
And Castro, he's putting it into play, and that should be a base hit. Castro finally gets a hit, and he's going to drive in the 9th run of the game. And it was a blooper.
Bat, number 7, short Bobby Witt Jr.
But he just takes it the other way, and that's enough to score a run. You take what you get. Castro, another at-bat, and he's going up against Tuki Toussaint in the 9th inning.
Aye.
Tuki in there.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Castro hitting it on the ground, and he will be out. He tried to beat the run, beat the throw, but unable to. Jordan Walker is the player of the game, and Soderstrom, a 3-for-4 effort from him. And a series against the Oakland Athletics, a 4-game series. We do come back and win. Oh, he's a right fielder? I don't even care about that. Let's try again with Taguchi. And we get Taguchi to sign. We'll hope that he's not hurt. And we'll finalize that. Now when you look at extensions, what would Soderstrom want? He wants 15 mil after this kind of season. Absolutely not. Gavin Williams would like 16 million, and that's also a no for me. I could go crazy here and... Whoa, he wants a ton of money. 80 million? I'll play the game with you as well, wannabe. Yeah, I don't really think I'm interested in any contract extension at this point, and Castro has not played at the level where I would even consider even handing him a $37 million contract. He's not earned it. And we drop a game here. And it's 5-2. And we barely escape with a win. We get Mike to sign. Only have 2 players to sign now. I'm really interested in signing those players, but they're pieces to the puzzle. Gavin Williams gets a win, but another game where he gets tagged. 8 runs for Williams. And we're off to a series against the Los Angeles Angels. And the Angels take game 1. We get Cedric Benoit and Sam Ibanez declines. Might not be able to sign him. And we drop another game against the Angels, and we get swept by a team 15 games under 500. We get Sam Ibanez to sign, and we end up signing our whole class. And at this point, I think I'm ready for the trades. I'm not going to wait to the trade deadline to trade. I've pretty much have my mindset on what I want to do. And I might be getting pennies on the dollar when it comes to stuff like this, but I'll take what I can get at this point. ready to move on. And I think the first trade should be a shock to no one. We're going to be trading Tyler Soderstrom. Yeah, that all but solidifies it. Our first trade of the trade deadline. So we're going to be trading Tyler Soderstrom to the Texas Rangers in an exchange. We want rookie relief pitcher Charles Lewis. And I understand that we're not getting tremendous value, but Lewis provides us something that we need with a guy that can pitch long innings and come out of the bullpen. And he is a left-hander. And Soderstrom was not getting the job done for me, and I'm ready to move on. And the Rangers are a very good team, but they could use a catcher with Shea Langolier not really having a great year either. And we will pair the former Athletics together in Texas. And to replace Tyler Soderstrom, we will be trading for Triple-A catcher now for the Houston Astros. He's not played an MLB game this year. We're going to be trading for Astros catcher Yanier Diaz. And in exchange, we're going to be giving up Gavin Williams. But we're not just going to do that. We're also going to be bringing fourth prospect in their system, Rene Garcia. And that will be the trade for Williams. And it was tough to find trades for these guys. There's just not really what we need out there right now. And we basically have to take what we get. These guys are rentals, but they're going to teams that can compete in the postseason. And we have proven that we are not really going to make it. We're 7 games out of a wild card. The Astros are 1 game back. Gavin Williams will help their rotation, and the Texas Rangers are 60-46. And trading for Soderstrom makes them better. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be plugging Yanier Diaz into the lineup here. And we'll start him at the bottom, but he'll obviously work his way up the right-handed pitching lineup. Definitely going to be keeping an out for him. And for now, Leander Avila will be joining the rotation. And I don't even know if I'm ready for Avila to really be the pitcher here. I think, I think it's time. Might be time for Horner to make his debut, potentially. I mean, I'd love to call up Dick Harding, but I think Harding will be a September guy. I'd love to add Darrell Goodwin to this roster and give him a chance, but I just don't see what the point would be to be doing it this early on. I think I'll allow Goodwin to develop as well. Rene Santiago. I think I'm gonna put him in Double A. And maybe we'll go with Costa in more of a setup role. But when we bring in Charles Lewis, we kind of have the feeling of he'll be our left-handed Ben Joyce, a guy that we want to pitch out there and give him the innings. I think he'll help the bullpen get better. And Oliveira, we'll see what he can do in these couple months. He might be the next one out the door. Another series against the Cleveland Guardians, though, and it's a free game set. And Lopez, not good enough. They say we have too many pitchers on the Naturals, so this is kind of tougher than I thought. I think Rich Vaccaro can go to Class A. I think he'll be fine. A 4-game losing streak, and it goes to 5. Montoya gets showed. Honestly, I should have played against Lincoln Ford too, but I didn't. Let's end the month. And the Royals do win a game against the Guardians, and today is the trade deadline. Gavin Cross, man, continuing his career year. Unfortunately, the pitching has held the team back. This could be a great year for us, but we've just not done enough. I think it's time to look at our draft picks and see if we screwed up. We start the month off winning, and it was a bad month for Howard Hanna, a bad month for Goodwin. Wells tears it up, 298. Nixon Lane, a great month for him, and Harding, a terrific month. I love seeing that. Looking at the lineup, obviously Castro has struggled. Still getting on base though, so I guess we're just going to keep him where he's at. Langford up to an 89. He is on a tear. Yeah, everyone's doing good hitting wise. It's really not the batting order that's held this team back. It's been what we're looking at right now, and man, Miguel Lopez has had a disappointing start to his MLB career, man. He has just not been giving us what we need. I really think it's just the starting rotation. I think we have a strong bullpen. This rotation has been dreadful. When is it going to click for us? I just don't know. Santana's up to a 77. You got to really start thinking, do you want Santana in AAA right now? I think we could. Who would, I guess I would take Honer out. Yeah, we're gonna make that move then. Gonna be moving up. Luis Santana to AAA. And coming down to AA will be Corbin Burns. Nixon Lane, he's doing great. I'm very happy to see what I'm seeing from Lane. Yoder is doing whatever. Carrera's down to 229. This is disappointing to see. $252 for Aaron. And with Morales struggling, I think the signs really point in one direction. But look at Chris Feliz. He's doing pretty good in AAA. That's a positive. Kareem Watkins only 228, man. Diego Fuentes is kind of struggled hitting second. Fong, alright. Hells Wells, he is bringing the power, and look at those power numbers. He's really starting to develop well. You could argue that Wells should be in AAA as well. But I think we're going to be calling up Joel Fong as well to AAA. Do I send Morales to AA? I mean, why not? You know, our defense might struggle in AA, but I'm thinking might have to move Fajita. And I have a person in mind who can play first base in single A and double A. I'm going to be calling up first base prospect Claudio Ramos. Will be joining the roster to make the double A debut. Ramos is a left-handed bat, and he will get some opportunities here. Because Villalobos not hitting against lefties. So that's probably the most important thing I'd want to develop. Alright, with that housekeeping, I think we're all set here. And I guess it's the moment of truth to view our draft picks and see how bad Mark Taguchi is hurt. And I don't even want to look. I'm going to look at every other team and then go to ours. I didn't have my eyes closed before I hit A. Here is what the other teams did. The Jonathan G in 84. Thomas Fox looks pretty solid at 21. Edgar Prado, he was injured and he only had 78 potential. We definitely dodged a bullet. Not drafting the switch hitting third baseman. Akito Fujita, another player I kinda wouldn't mind have drafted. Was not very good. Richard Item, not the best player from the Angels, not the best draft. Victor Vasimel, 87 potential, and Scott Escobar actually turned out to be a pretty good player and prospect. 89 potential, a very good draft from the Athletics. Norm Batista, pretty solid, and they get Alan Dillard from Arizona, another very good player. So pretty solid. And the Texas Rangers with the best draft so far, Bobby Law. They do not get Eddie Serrano, but they do get Clayton. Very good potential. Carlos Maldonado and Derek Williams. They pull in some good prospects here. Atlanta giving Kevin Dutzman. And he is the best player they've got in the class. 49 overall. Ooh. Rodriguez, the third overall pick. He looks pretty good. Andres Olivio, not the best. The Mets get another great pitch for Jeffrey Dillon from Pennsylvania. Charles McDonald also joins, and he looks pretty solid. He's not too shabby. Juan Rodriguez, the best player Philly got, and not much else to say there. Not the best draft here from the Nationals, but they do get Johnny Fisher here in the 5th or 6th round. So, one bright spot here. The Chicago Cubs took Wade in the 1st round, and he was not that good. The Cubs did not have a good draft. Here's Cincinnati, and they took Bill Young pretty early on, but they also took Kevin Huber, who turned out to be pretty nice. And that one might come back to bite me when I look at mine. And Seamus Boone, the German right fielder, looks pretty solid. 85 speed. He could be a player one day. This is what the Milwaukee Brewers did. They took Scott James from Florida. He was not that good. 81 potential isn't terrible, but 85 overall. This is who he is. They do get Juan Carlos Fuentes, and he's got some good potential. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, they took Jonathan Corona, and he had 86 potential, so we potentially could have missed out on Corona. He would have been a possibility in the first round, but just wasn't high on him as much. Matthew Young looks pretty good. They got Cosmo Nevados, and not terrible, and then Jimmy Matos, another player I had set on. St. Louis, not the best draft here. Not much to say about that one. And here is Arizona. They took another second baseman after taking Donaldson a year ago. But with Brian Olsen, he is pretty close to MLB ready. Very solid player. He could be very good. Richie Rivers looks pretty solid as well from California. And they also get Wesley Cooley, a second baseman with high potential from Pennsylvania. Definitely missed out on him. I would have definitely wanted him. Rivas with 84 potential. And Colorado takes Terry Hatch. And he looks pretty solid as well. The left-hander from Michigan. Looks like he could be a player potentially one day. Andres Aguilar, not too bad. The Dodgers totally whiffed on the draft here. They do get Mark Dell, though, who could be a player in the future. And Damian Byers was the catcher took in, and really it didn't get good until the end of the draft, where they got Matthew Nixon and Jackson Shepard. The Giants, all they got was Ray McCall. Everyone else, not too good. And also Woody Boner, only 72 potential. And getting to the American League again, and Baltimore, they get Casey Carter. I believe he was the first position player drafted, or the second. He's not too bad. The Boston Red Sox, they get Jonathan McManus. And he was pretty good. And Enrique Montoya, a guy that I didn't scout. And I wish I did. 94 potential. This pick might be the one that hurts the most. Jesus Del Villar, very solid. They also get Rodney Church later on in the draft. Carlton Swanger, and he's pretty good at hitting. He's not really a good defensive third baseman, but he looks like he could be a good hitter one day. David Valero, not terrible. And Josh Fransky, really the only good pick the Blue Jays made. There was a two-way player in this draft too. I did remember that. Howard Kondo, terrific. 94 potential. We knew Kondo was good. They got a luxury getting him. Obviously, they get Vasquez. They had a pretty good draft other than taking Robert Wannabe and Rodriguez. They did good drafting pitchers. They need to fire their position scouts. Uferbeal with 98 potential. Cleveland with the best pick in the draft, and they took him number 1. They seen exactly what I seen early on. And Beal, he could be a game changer for the Guardians, who are already really putting something special together. They also get Floyd Brown later on, who is pretty solid. He's not gonna walk people, and he's gonna probably develop pretty well. Detroit, they get John Rollins and not much else. They were pretty much picking at the back of the draft like us. And Mark Taguchi, he does have 94 potential still. And he overcomes the injury bug. And he's not a terrible player. I mean, of course, I think Montoya might be better. No, they're about the same. Montoya might be better early on, though. I don't know. I was kind of nervous. I mean, Taguchi looks pretty solid. He's got a walk issue, but I think he can overcome that. He's got solid pitch mix. I think Taguchi can be a player in a couple years. Montenegro, we took a swing at him. He's kind of like a Diego Fuentes, but not as high of an upside. He could probably be a potential bench player. I think his discipline will help him get better. Roberto Ramirez, a switch hitter, and he's actually just a lefty bat, which we need those two. Can't really play in the field though, and that's kind of what we've been getting. But at least he's another bat, and he could be something. Diego Castillo, a switch hitting catcher, and he's got some pretty good upside. Gotta hope that he can get to that potential, but he's a third round pick. I live with it. Mike Burke, 98 potential. We knew he was good. He's the second best player in this draft, but he was going to take a while to get good. But he is from Missouri. He bats left. He's going to be a solid player potentially one day, and I don't know if I would trade him or not. I have to wait and see. And we do get Cedric Benoit at the end of the draft, and he's kind of just a luxury pick. Sam Ibanez, I don't really see a future on this team with him, but you never know. Took a lot of college players this year. We usually go for 18-year-olds, but we were enamored with some of these college kids, and overall, we had a pretty good draft. Considering we picked 30, I think we had a great draft. And I'm glad that Cucci isn't terrible or anything like that. He is still a good player, despite the injury. I'm very satisfied with the draft. Detroit has kind of slipped, and the division has went to the Minnesota Twins now. And down to our final out, and we come back and win. We win 2 straight against Detroit. Probably hope if we put Joel Fong out there to play. And I'll let Joel play center field. I think he can handle it. Let Joel hit 6 in that part of the lineup, and then with this part of the lineup, I'd like him to hit 4th, but I just don't think that's a good spot for him. He's really developed into a solid hitter over the year, though. I'm pretty happy with his progress. I think we'll have him at 6 in both lineups for now, and allow him to prove himself, of course. just not taking care of my teams right now. I guess Sebastian Sanchez is the new ace. Pitching in the major leagues is just... It's just amazing to see how bad this team is at pitching right now. I don't know, I'm kind of just speechless with how the season has went. You know, we're 4th place in the division, and if the White Sox weren't so inept, they would probably be ahead of us right now as well. And there's plenty of time for us to fall behind them. If we wanted to do an extension for Cross, he would want $5 million. We still have all his arbitration years. I think I'll play hardball with Cross for now and see if he can continue what he's doing. With Yanier Diaz, could bring him back on the team for $7 million, and could be a possibility. You just never know. Jackson Jobe is hitting, and why not get a game in with newly acquired Yanier Diaz? We'll see what this power he has is all about. You know, if we continue to lose, I think we're going to be focusing a lot more on the minor leagues with player locks and just what we're doing. The season has just really slipped away at this point, and trading away Williams and Soderstrom is virtually waving the white flag on year 8. And I don't know how much time I want to spend talking about how much of a loser this team is. You know, I think we can do better things than that and kind of try to reset for next year. Jackson Jobe, the worst pitcher on the Detroit pitching rotation, is 3-13. And here's Yanier Diaz. And he got a pitch to hit, he was just late on it. He's the second catcher that we've traded for in the last 2 months. And we went. We just get a World Series champion free pass there. Big swing and a miss on that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Yanier goes down swinging. Jobe can't even believe it. It's 1-1. On the ground, and this could be 2. No, it's a fielder's choice with only 1 out needed.
Let's go, kid. Time right here.
Ball.
Alex McFarland in the pitch here in the 5th against Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
And Diaz just a swing and a miss.
Come on now, one time right here.
Diaz chops it, and this is going to be an out. Going against the left-handed pitcher, Wentz. Here in the 7th inning. On the ground, Diaz advances the runner, but it doesn't matter because it's the final out. Diaz a nice chance here in the 9th against Sean Reed Foley. And Diaz just can't find his mojo here. And that time he got a great swing on this, and this is going to be caught at the warning track. Are you kidding me? Tracking it down was, I believe, Varshall or Carlson, one of them. They all look the same when they wear that stupid hat, and they just all look the same. Jordan Walker, the player of the game and the player of the year for us. He's just put the team on his back and really proved that maybe he should be here for the long. And at this point, I'm willing to play one more game. Corbin Burns bruises ribs, he'll be fine. I was actually worried for a second. The Astros end our winning streak at 4 games, and Gavin Williams will get to face off against his old team after they traded him to the Astros. Diaz has no home runs, no RBIs in his 17 at-bats. So far, no return on the investment. I think we'll get some swings in with Jordan Walker to end the video. Why not? I should have probably picked Ross, though. I don't know who to pick half the time anymore. There's so many good options in the batting. I don't really know what we're going to do with pitching, with so much pitching talent in the farm system. I want to rely on these pitchers. It's just going to be a growing pain process, I guess. And I think if we have competent pitching, we're one of the best teams in the American League with the way that we can hit. But it's just not working out to be that way.
The designated hitter, Jordan Walker.
Here's Jordan Walker. And he ripped it down the third base line, but he will be out. Oh wow, Gavin Williams hasn't given up 8 runs. Surprise, surprise. And he almost hit Walker with his first pitch. Didn't know he was listening into the commentary. Williams didn't seem to like my comment too much. And a swing and a miss on a changeup. Walker just missed a base hit. And he struck him out with the curveball. And Williams does end up giving up 4 runs on a grand slam to Bobby Witt Jr.
1 ball, no strike.
Witt chasing an inside fastball. And up in the air. Williams will get Walker out for the 3rd time. Spencer Arigati Up to pitch now against Walker. And Walker's going to hit it up in the air to Ronald Acuna Jr. and make the play.
The batter, the second baseman, Colt.
Caleb Collier, the player of the game. 8 1/3 shutout innings for him. And we take down Gavin Williams. And Houston gets the full Gavin Williams experience as he falls to 9-10. And no, we did not get much back for Williams, but we didn't deserve to get much back from Williams. Honestly, I'm interested to see how Soderstrom has been playing for the Rangers. Still hitting 198. He could figure it out though, and if he does, watch out. He joins the cluster of former Royals with MJ Melendez, Ahmed Rosario, man, Melendez was one that definitely ticked me off. I wanted to develop Melendez, but he just couldn't figure it out here. But that'll do it for this episode. This season's a wash. We're 8 games under 500 with only 7 weeks to go. It's going to take a miracle for this team to even be a 500 team, I believe. But hope you guys have found a way to enjoy it. I'll be back and we'll be probably pushing to September. Don't think we'll pass September next episode unless things get really bad. But I think the plan would be 2 more episodes with this season. We would do August, get some minor league games in with some players down there. Maybe pitch a little in the majors. Probably not going to be playing a lot of games in the majors the next episode. And then the episode after that will be the month of September, where we'll be focused on the people we called up for September. And maybe some other little scenarios, but that's the plan. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.